my girlfriend.
Oh, I love you. We're down. I have a boyfriend.
It's official, huh?
It's official. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Danny. Thank you so much for clicking on that thumbnail. So I've decided to do a mini series talking about some of the cast from Love Island season 7 and what they're doing now that it's been a few months since the show has ended. I'll be honest, I've only been keeping up with Nicolandria, so I got curious. What is everyone else up to? What brands are they working with? What platforms have they been featured on? If that's something that you're interested in, please stick around and watch the full video for today's breakdown. Let's kick things off with what's been making headlines. Taylor asked Clarke to be his girlfriend. Yes, he officially made the girlfriend proposal. This happened last night, and as you can imagine, the internet has thoughts. Since the news broke, there's been endless discourse comparing this to Ace's public gesture for Shelly, with people asking, when is Nick going to do something like this for Alandria? Guys, let's address this. When are we going to stop comparing Nick and Alandria to every other couple? When will people accept that they prefer to keep their relationship more private? Here's the thing, social media doesn't tell the full story. Just because a couple isn't posting every intimate moment online doesn't mean their relationship is any less real or meaningful. If Nick asks Alandria to be his girlfriend in a private, low-key setting without cameras and roses, that's completely valid. He's already made life-changing grand gestures for her, gestures that are arguably more significant than a public girlfriend proposal. So let's stop with the comparisons, please. Now, while we're on the topic of Taylor, there's another situation that's been trending. Taylor commented on their Clarke's TikTok post saying, I pick Clarke.
I pick Clarke.
Oh, shit. These are dangerous games.
Let me pause here because this needs to be said. It's deeply disappointing that people are celebrating the moment when Taylor chose to humiliate Alandria on national television. What's even more disheartening is seeing black women participate in this behavior. Women in general. Really, because many of us have experienced what it feels like to not be chosen by someone we cared about. Whether it's being passed over while dating, dealing with infidelity, or waiting endlessly for commitment that never comes. So, for a woman to continuously weaponize this moment against Alandria, it's vile and mean-spirited. Here's something to think about. If a man can publicly humiliate one woman on national TV, don't assume you're immune from similar treatment in the future. Someone on Threads made an excellent point that I have to share here. You know who else did a public girlfriend proposal with a huge bouquet after their Love Island season last year? Kenny! And we all know what happened. You know who didn't do a public girlfriend proposal last year after their season? Miguel and Cordell. I mean, do I need to even say it? Kenny was faking it. Meanwhile, Leah and Miguel, Serena and Cordell are still thriving in their relationships and looking to marriage. There's also another really poignant post in Threads worth mentioning. I'll share screenshots so you guys can read along. I've been watching this whole I pick Clarke always moment circulate, and honestly, it's bothering me. Not because I don't like seeing black people celebrated, but because in the name of black love, we keep romanticizing patterns that harm Black women. That "I pick Clarke" line wasn't born out of tenderness. It came from a moment when a Black woman was publicly humiliated on national TV so a man could look decisive. And now that same moment is being recycled as a love slogan. Is that cute? How do we normalize turning a woman's humiliation into someone else's fairy tale? Why does choosing a Black woman only seem to count when it comes at the expense of another? And the wildest part is she's okay with it. She's celebrating it. But that's not love. It's conditioning. It's the "as long as I'm the one he picked" mindset that many of us were taught to settle for. Because the truth is, if you have to humiliate one Black woman to prove love to another, that's not Black love. That's performance. It's ego dressed up as loyalty. Then you look at the relationship itself. She was flying out, staying on his farm for months, helping with his work, doing couple content, and yet she wasn't his official girlfriend until now. But the internet said, give them time. Time for exactly what? Black love should not mean Black women doing emotional labor while men get celebrated for bare minimum gestures. It should not mean she waited long enough, he finally claimed her. That's not a win, it's a cycle. We've confused visibility with value. We see two Black people together and call it representation, even if the dynamic is harmful. Meanwhile, women who choose healthier love, even if it looks different, gets dragged for not being loyal to the culture. I'm just saying, love that's rooted in respect, softness, and emotional safety is the real win. The rest is just rebranded struggle love with prettier lighting and better caption. "I pick Clarke" always shouldn't make anyone swoon. It should make us ask why. Why that had to be said in the first place. And what's even harder to sit with is most Black women celebrating it. Yes, that part. The same women who know what it feels like to be overlooked, talked over, or used as someone else's lessons are the ones reposting it like it's a fairy tale. Facts. How did we get to a place where we cheer for crumbs just because they come in Black packaging? How can we call this Black love when the love part keeps asking us to shrink, wait, or prove we're worthy? That's the part that hurts the most. Not that he said it, but that we keep applauding it. So guys, let me know your thoughts on this whole Taylor, "I pick Clarke," his girlfriend proposal, and all of that in the comment section. Now, let's talk about what Taylor and Clarke has been up to professionally. Looking at Clarke's social media, I spotted what appears to be one brand partnership on TikTok. She promoted a hair product from Matrix. Over on Instagram, she attended a NASCAR event and used the hashtag NASCAR partner. So it seems she's partnered with them as well, though I'm not sure if it's a one-time thing or if it's ongoing. She also attended the US Open back in September. Beyond that, she seems to be spending most of her time with Taylor, creating TikTok videos and doing lives. I keep seeing comments from people wanting makeup tutorials from her, but she doesn't seem to be leaning into that content. It's hard to tell if she's actively pursuing a post-Love Island career or if she's content just being on the farm with Taylor in Oklahoma. As for Taylor, he and Clarke filmed an Arby's commercial shortly after leaving the villa. But that's been about it. He's mostly been active on TikTok doing videos and lives while continuing his rodeo career. Unfortunately, he did suffer an injury during a rodeo show that required surgery, and he's still recovering. I genuinely hope he makes a full recovery and can get back to what he loves to do. I'm not sure if either of them have anything major in the pipeline, so let me know in the comments if I missed anything or what you think about Taylor and Clarke's post-show journey. Now, Moving on to our next couple, Shelly and Ace. Shelly has been absolutely booked and busy since leaving the villa. She's currently signed to Gersh, the fourth largest talent agency in the world, and she's been securing some impressive opportunities. Here's a rundown of what she's been up to, some events and some features. She attended an event for Sacred, Beyonce's hair care line, back in August, though I haven't seen confirmation of an official brand deal yet. She was featured in Galore magazine in September. She attended a Ciroc sponsored event with Ace that was also held in September. She was at the US Open with other influencers. And she also did a meet and greet partnership with True Religion at their Queens Center Mall grand opening during New York Fashion Week in September. This was a store opening event held during Fashion Week, not an official New York Fashion Week event. Shelly also walked and closed for designer Latouche at New York Fashion Week during Harlem's Fashion Show Row, a show that celebrates designers of color. Shelly also attended the Bronx and Branco runway show during New York Fashion Week wearing their designs. She was featured in Allure magazine, Get Ready With Me video on Instagram while preparing for New York Fashion Week. She also was featured in another Get Ready With Me with Glamour magazine on TikTok for the New York Fashion Week Head of State fashion show. As for brand deals, Shelly posted a sponsored post with Spark Beauty on her Instagram promoting their Shark Glossy. With regard to major media features, she worked with Billboard on an interview with the legendary Sean Paul, posted on their YouTube channel for their Take Us Out series. They ate Jamaican food at a Los Angeles restaurant called Status Hollywood. Definitely check that out if you haven't seen it yet. She also co-hosted the red carpet live stream for the 2025 Billboard Caribbean Music Awards alongside Billboard staff writer Kyle Dennis. What about Ace? Ace has been making major moves independently. He manages his own brand, Ace Mob, which includes his own dance studio. After that infamous Speedy podcast interview we saw where he successfully secured a corporate partnership with Burger King without having a public agency representing him. A recent interview with Boardroom breaks down how he turned his side hustle into a full movement through Ace Mob. You can find that on their Instagram. Some more highlights of what Ace has been up to. He was featured in an exclusive interview with Hooray Media and Issa Rae Company on YouTube. He attended several New York Fashion Week events with Shelly. He went to the movie premiere for Him by Marlon Wayans. Ace also co-hosted the live stream for the Red Bull Dance Your Style World Final on their YouTube channel. This event was held in LA, and he managed to secure a partnership with Delta for his trip to Paris with Shelly. After New York Fashion Week, Shelly and Ace took a vacation to St. Lucia where he officially asked her to be his girlfriend. They shared moments from their trip in a joint Instagram post captioned, "St. Lucia owes us nothing." You can check it out on their pages. Huge congratulations to them for taking the next step in their relationship, and I'm wishing them all the best. Alright, that's it for this video. In the next video in this series, I'll be covering other islanders from Huda to Chris, etc. Should I include Sierra too? Let me know in the comments. I kept today's video focused on presenting the facts without adding too much of my personal commentary, but I would love to hear your thoughts. Feel free to drop them down in the comments to let me know, and we can chop it up down there. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.